All right, looking to get away? Well, managed mom Rachel Harris is here with a trip that's only a short plane ride away.
That's it. Only 2.5 hours from Phoenix, Brad.
Oh my
Have
gosh.
you been to Tulsa before?
I've never been to Tulsa,
See?
Oklahoma.
I had not either. And when Visit Tulsa invited me, Rachel and the Julies, we said yes because the Today Show had just gone live from Tulsa.
Okay.
And then U2 and Bono, they were just there.
Yeah, what were they doing there?
Tulsa Kings, they were accepting a music award.
What?
Tulsa Kings films their shows. Let me tell you, Tulsa is happening.
Wow.
So I brought a graphic. Let me tell folks at home why travel to T-Town, because this is a time of year where you're laying out your travel plans for the new year, right?
Okay.
Easy nonstop flights, truly unique attractions. You're going to see that with my video. And there's a lot to do, but it's really a relaxed vibe with cool river parks. It is a music town, and it is historic, Brad.
Wow, you know, I never ever think about Nashville, but never thought about Tulsa.
I know Tulsa, also Route 66. We're going to talk about that. The #1 rated Oktoberfest in the country, and it's got Art Deco architecture, James Beard recognized chefs, really good coffee houses, breweries. You got to go, Brad.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I never
so
thought
fun.
about doing all that.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's roll that first video so you can see what I'm going to have you do when you go to Tulsa. Because you got to do it. I'm telling you.
Let's go, babe.
All right, so there's Rachel and the Julies, and you see that stay gold? Remember that, because you're going to see what that means in just a bit. Look at that sunset over the Arkansas River. We were loving that. And then, Brad, we headed over to Route 66 because Tulsa is the capital of Route 66. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Cyrus Avery, who was a Tulsa resident in 1926, well, he started Route 66, and 2026 is the centennial, 100 years of the famous highway. So they'll be doing lots there in Tulsa. And then this is so fun, Brad. You would love this. That's an old 1950s gas station. Look at the Muffler Men statues, and then we went and ate over at Red Light Chicken. Are you intrigued?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Go on.
All
go
right.
on.
Now let's go to the next video. So they say to get your kicks off Route 66 and head to this place. This is the Gathering Place. It is a world-class riverside playground park, free for all, Brad. Even the boats are free. First come, first served. Built on 100 acres. It's got, look, I was so relaxed there by the waterfall. There's those boats I told you about. It's got a boathouse, pond, beach, sports courts. Look at that next level playground.
That is so beautiful.
I wish that was around when my kids were growing up, and let me tell you.
All right.
And then really cool, get them off the screens and get them on the playground equipment.
I love
it. And then also there's this cool room called Cabinet of Wonders. Kids go in there and see stuff their grandparents had. And it's just a great way, again, to get the kids. Yeah, I love that. I love that. All right, let's move on to Oktoberfest. That's why I have a lot of these visuals here. So the Tulsa Oktoberfest was voted #1 in the nation 2 years in a row by USA Today. And they've got over 200 delicious German beers on tap, Brad. Part of the reason they've won this award is it's so authentic. And then listen to the music, see if we can hear it. This was so fun.
Oh, my gosh.
Isn't that great? And the guy goes, ticky. So fun, ticky-tacky. And right there, you know, of course, the food. You got to have the food.
Schnitzels, everything.
And, you know, there's rides and food. It's just great for all ages. And check us out. Look at all the people.
Oh, my God.
So they do this over 5 days, over 60,000 attendees. There's the Julies and my friend Renee dancing on the tables. And then also they treat you to a fantastic fireworks show.
Wow, this looks all so beautiful and so much fun.
So do we have time for one more video?
Do we, or are we going to save it?
All right,
Quickly,
real quick.
very quick.
This is the horse show. It is the Arabian Horse Show. And check it out, Brad. It is in the Expo Square in Tulsa. They bring in that grass from Kentucky, and I got to sit on a real Arabian horse. That was such a treat. And then I also did a little browsing and shopping. Look at that. I love that too.
You won an award?
Gorgeous. I wish, right? I can't really ride a horse. Look at that jacket.
Ooh,
I love that.
style.
But anyway, you've got to go to the Expo Square when you're there. They've got stables that are next level. They're decorated like homes, you can see. And another attraction to make sure you check out when in Tulsa.
I like it. All right, you can come back later in the show. Tell us a little more, but very quickly, where can people see what you just talked about right now?
Okay, go to managedmoms.com. I've got all the links, and also visit Tulsa.com.
I like it. I can't wait to hear more because I'm like already planning the trip.
And I got something about the Outsiders movie. You're going to love this.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Come back later on.
Yes,
All right.
later in the show.
Daily Mix. If you missed our first half, we are on a trip with Rachel and the Julies.
That's right.
To Tulsa, Oklahoma. And now we're on our second part here. So tell me a little bit about what you found out about one of my favorite movies.
Okay, and I knew you would love this. If we could roll the video. So you're a fan of the Outsiders movie, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So the reason I stuttered is because, see that? We are standing in front of the Outsiders House Museum. This is the home where it was actually filmed, Brad, in Tulsa, because as you probably know, you're a film buff. Francis Ford Coppola directed it, and the book, which it's based off of, written by S.E. Hinton, and she grew up in Tulsa and based, look, Rob Lowe's
Look at
signature.
that, all this.
She based it loosely on her youth growing up in Tulsa, so he wanted it to be authentic. There are the costumes. This museum also celebrates the Tony Award-winning musical The Outsiders, which just kicked off their show in Tulsa last month. Only $10 to get in, and you gotta get the shirt.
There you go. Stay golden.
Pony boy.
Stay golden, pony boy. Yeah, there it is right there.
Yeah.
And that movie's iconic because it literally launched.
It did, all of
those
them.
major
Patrick
stars.
Swayze, Rob Lowe,
Charlie
all of
Sheen,
them.
all of them. It was
That's
amazing.
crazy, yeah.
So.
All right, so let's go on to the next one.
Okay.
This touches my heart. This is the historic Black Wall Street. You want to go to the museum, which is Greenwood Rising. As you probably know, Brad, it was very prosperous in the 1900s. There's a picture of the horrific Tulsa Race Massacre that happened in 1921. This museum shows you it, they show how they built it. It honors the resilience of how it's been rebuilt, and it's super immersive. You go into this barber shop. You hear the barbers talking. It takes you back in time, like you're a fly on the wall. Rachel and the Julies, we loved it. I think every kid should go through this museum.
Yeah, and learn the history of that street, that whole neighborhood, the whole community
the
there,
whole
which
thing.
is amazing.
It's such a good thing.
So it is.
Bob Dylan.
Yes, Mr. Robert Zimmerman.
That was his original name that you just taught me. So we went to the Bob Dylan Center. This gives you rare access to over 100,000 cultural treasures created and owned by Dylan over 7 decades, Brad. Now, you know the movie. Again, you know movies, A Complete Unknown. That was such a hit in 2024. The prop crew flew to this museum, spent 2 weeks prepping for that film, and you see all kinds of stuff. That's it. Do it. I love it. Sing it. I like it, Brad. And also, I told you there's so much to see. Well, he held on to his fan mail even though he didn't open it.
Yeah, I tell you, I really want to go to this museum to see, because this was stuff they literally had to say, hey, Bob, can we put this? He's like,
exactly.
What? I don't know, it's in the garage. It's like, it's over there in that cabinet or something. They found all this stuff.
They found a home for it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the Philbrook Museum of Art. This was also so incredibly cool. This museum houses American Renaissance and Baroque art. Here's the thing. This used to be a 72-room mansion. Wade Phillips of the Phillips Petroleum famous family, that was their home. That was their music room. He donated it to Tulsa, and they made it this museum. And we happened to be there on a day that Tulsa artist, Patrick Gordon, was there painting, and he would turn around and take questions, and then you got to go out back because it's built on 25 lush acres of garden. Look at that, Brad.
Oh my
Beautiful.
God. How did I not even know about this?
I know.
I guess no one knows about Tulsa like this.
And do we have time for one more?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because let me tell you where we stay.
Where?
Because Tulsa Kings, they shoot a lot of their films here.
Yeah.
The Mayo Hotel, that was the rooftop penthouse bar that you would love. And also Tulsa is known for the Art Deco architecture that was from the roof at the Mayo. They've got a coffee shop. They've got a restaurant. It's all right there. That's where you see some of the scenes from Tulsa Kings. Yeah, which is such a good show, by the way. And when you're there, look at the coffee shop. I'm sitting on the saddle chair. That was fun. And they have a great restaurant and bar called 1925. I'm telling you, Brad, you would dig it. And I've got one really cool hot tip about Tulsa.
Okay.
So the Bach Center is where they have a lot of concerts. We went and saw the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
An insider told me that typically 20% of the attendees are from Tulsa, 80% from around the nation. So if you have a concert that you've been trying to get to, check Tulsa, check the Bach Center, and make a whole trip out of it.
I'm doing that now. I'm going to plan for next year.
Let's go.
I'm on vacation.
Go to T-Town. And a big thank you to Visit Tulsa, who flew us out, took great care of us. I'm a big T-Town fan.
I got to come do that. I got to do it. Okay, tell them where they can find all the information on Tulsa and all the things you are doing on your trips.
Yes, all the links to everything I showed is at my blog, managedmoms.com, and check out visittulsa.com as well, Brad.
I like it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Love doing these travel segments.
It's fun. All right. We got more mix coming up.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Road Trip with Rach.